Day 2 of the Camino, walking from Roncesvalles, which I'm still never going to pronounce, to a place called Zubiri. It's about 20 kilometers today, more on the flat, thank goodness, because I don't think I could handle another day like yesterday. I had the worst night's sleep ever, really bad. People were snoring like you wouldn't believe, and I know that's almost like a cliche now, but I really have only had about 3 hours sleep. I was getting some really dark thoughts in the monastery about things I wanted to do to the people that were snoring next to me. I envisaged that, you know, throwing a big bucket of water over someone or putting pegs on noses. It was horrendous. It was like having a comatose rhinoceros within close proximity. So yeah, not only am I extremely exhausted, I'm very sleep deprived now, but perhaps that's, you know, part of the process of totally breaking myself down. We'll see. It's a really nice misty morning here. So about 1 kilometre into the walk from Roncesvalles, there's a supermarket, which is a really handy place to stock up on some fruit. And as you can see, I have got a nice baguette to keep me carved up for the way. .2 kilometres in on day 2 on our way to Zubiri. Just found a very nice little cafe to have a pit stop for a coffee and a freshly squeezed orange juice. Going to carry on now, almost halfway there. .11 kilometres in, there's not really much to vlog about. It's quite calming actually, birds tweeting, still the odd vulture or whatever it is circling overhead. Good to be amongst the woodland with your thoughts. Had some interesting conversations. I know it's a bit of a cliche that you meet different people along the path, but you really do, you know, from all over the world, and I've had some good conversations with some random people along here. But there was a guy a moment ago who'd walked the first stretch barefoot with his dog. Apparently a kilometre up now there's going to be a food truck. Not too far out from Zubiri now, still walking through these gravelly forest tracks. I don't know if the sound's going to pick up, but all you can hear is bird noises, and it's really therapeutic. Reminds me of this book that I read called The Art and Science of Forest Bathing. It's like this Japanese practice, basically by being out amongst trees like this. It has lots of health benefits, like your body starts producing extra white blood cells, which is good for your immunity, and it's really good for your mood. I guess I've just been thinking about that a lot, this book that I read while I'm amongst these trees. Just heading down now, descending into Zubiri, and the path is like really treacherous and rocky underfoot, so if you are coming this route, well, it's the only route, you've got no choice, so you just need to take care and caution, because super unstable underfoot, rocks everywhere. So maybe I should have brought some walking poles. They'd be highly recommended for this stretch. So as I'm walking through this woodland, I guess now is as good a time as any to go into why I'm making a video about this, and I'm going to put it on YouTube and potentially make a fool of myself in the process, and also tell you why I'm embarking on the Camino itself. In terms of why I'm making a vlog about it for YouTube, the main reason is I want to be able to preserve this memory and to be able to reminisce on it in about 30-40 years time when I'm old and grey and maybe a bit frail and not able to go on such a journey. I also, would love my friends and family to watch this and see what I endured on the way, and not just endured, but what I went through. And also, I would love my nieces and nephews to watch it. Not now, but when they're a bit older, and by watching it, it might inspire them to go off and have an adventure themselves, and I'd really, really like that. In terms of why am I walking the Camino? Well, I suppose one of the reasons is, or the main reason is that back in London, I feel like my life is in a state of status quo, and I just really wanted to break out from that, get out of my comfort zone and shake things up. Like a lot of people, I feel like I lost 2 years of my life due to the pandemic. The last years of my 30s, I guess, and I felt like a frustration because of that. This urge to get out and do something big, and that's one reason why I'm doing it. And also, I guess, I feel like I'm now approaching the end of my time where I could be described as a young man. I'm closer to, middle age now than I am my 20s. And I guess I want to prove myself physically and take on like a real challenge and test myself. And, yesterday alone, that was a real challenge. And walking this path for the next 32 days, that's gonna be a big challenge, and I feel like now is the time to do it. So yeah, that's why I'm walking the Camino. I've also got a few other things in terms of life, career, relationships and things, what I want going forward to ponder upon. So after 5 hours and 10 minutes walking, mostly on the flat, a few inclines, but nothing as bad as yesterday, I've reached the town of Zubiri. There's not much here. I've had a bit of a wander around. There's literally an old cobbled bridge, and the hostel is the first one on the left-hand side. So I've checked in there, 15 euros for the night, and booked into a restaurant tonight for 7 o'clock. Thank you again for watching my peculiar Camino ramblings. I still have so much footage to trawl through, so if you found this interesting, then definitely hit the subscribe button, as it'll make me feel guilty about not finishing the other vlogs.